Hello everyone. So today we are going to look at the home banner. So in this home banner, we are going to use a different type of the tools that are available, and we are going to format this data in a proper way. So to change the font style, we need to select it. So we'll press Control and Shift and then select. And then afterwards, we'll go to the font style caliber. Then afterwards, let's change the font size. The font size is 11. Let's give it 11. This is a table header. So let's make it as bold, and we'll color this. To color this area, to color these cells, we'll go to fill color and we'll select red or yellow or orange. We'll give orange. Then if you can see, the border is not there for this table. We are not able to distinguish, and it is creating a lot of confusion. To give the border, we'll select this table, the Control Shift, and then right arrow, and then go down. The table is selected. Now we will give border. To give the border, come here and just arrow down option, and then we'll select all borders. I want to give some thick border to the edges. So I will again Control Shift, right arrow, and then down arrow. I want to give some thick border to the edges, so I will give thick outside borders. So I got a thick outside borders. So now it is formatted properly. Now it is somewhat clear, but not completely. So I will just try to change the font color. To change the font color, come here and click on font color. Here you can get few of the options. So I will give, okay, I'll give this dark tone. Then again, if you want to look at some of the more options of the font, you can click on this arrow button at the right bottom corner. And the moment you click on that, you can see the all options that are available in the font section. You can look at the preview of the what are the options that are selected here. Click on strike through, you can look at the preview. Superscript also, you can look at the preview. So that's how we do. So now for this product title as well. So let me increase it. We'll make it 18 and we'll make it bold. So now the font size, the font style, and the cell color and the font color is finalized. Text is not arranged properly. If you can see, some of the text is central aligned, like in the table it is central aligned, and this is left aligned, and this is left aligned, this is right aligned. So everything is not aligned properly. So to align it, we'll use alignment section. So in the alignment section, what we will do, first we will select everything. We want everything to be uniform. So we'll select everything, and then we'll come here, and to explain it, I will just show you something. This is how the heading is. Just make it like this. So if you can see here, so this describes left to right alignment. This describes top to bottom alignment. If I press here, it will be middle aligned, but it is not in a middle. It is top middle. It has to be middle. So to make it, you just press here. So like that it works. We don't use it most oftenly. If the cell height is more, then only we can use this. Or else this automatically will become middle. If you click here, you can see it is bottom, but still it is looking in a left because this is left. If you make it middle, it is already middle. But if you increase it up, you can see it is at the bottom. So we don't use it more often. If the cell height is more, then only it will be visible. Oftenly we use this. So to arrange it, we'll select all. And if you can see here, it is automatically showing me. If you can see here, it is automatically showing me in a middle. But all these things are not actually in the middle. Why it is showing? Because when I'm selecting this table, I selected initially this cell and then I go for selection. So whatever the cell you have selected in the initial before selecting, that options it will show here. So you don't need to worry, you just double click and double click, so everything will be aligned properly. So you can see everything is aligned in a middle, proper middle. And then you can see at the top there is some other option which will say the direction of the text. You see here it will become vertical text. We don't use it that often, but I am just explaining you so that you will be aware of the options. It will make the text like this. So for example, in this you are having the only 2 characters font is there in this column, but because of the 4 characters you need to look at everything. So what you can do, you can make the rotate text up and then make it like this. So you can see that heading clearly. You don't need to open the cell width that much because just to read the header. So like that your data will be compressed. So in this point also you can make it text up like that. This also you can make the same way, text up like that. Like that you can use so that the data will be compressed. You will get the proper view of the data in a lesser space. So let's make it normal. I don't want to use it. We don't use this that much often. Let's ignore this. And this is a wrap test. So how the wrap test will be used? For example, we can see here it is going out of the box, which means we are not able to read this cell data properly. So you don't want to decrease the column width and you want to read it properly. During that time, we'll use a wrap test. It will automatically wrap whatever the test we have so that we'll have the clear glimpse of the data. If you don't want to wrap it, you can increase it, then it will automatically increase the width of the cell and the data will be properly visible. If you don't want to increase the width and you want to wrap it, then you can wrap the text using this option. So let's undo that. So here we are having the merge option. So what is the merge option will do? For example, here if you can look at the font, the title of this table is going leaking out of the cell and it is actually very big. We need to allocate it some proper space, or else if I enter some data here, it automatically cut it off. So to arrange it properly, so what we can use is merge center option. There are multiple options in the merge center. So to explain it, we'll copy this table title and we'll go to the right of the table and we'll paste it here. We'll first select this area and we'll make this area aligned top and the left aligned. Before explaining the merge center, let's explain merge cells. So the moment I press merge cells, we'll go left aligned and the top because we have selected the alignment like that. In merge center, if you press merge center, even though you are top left aligned, it will go for middle aligned because we are merging it, we are aligning it in a center. So that's why it go to the center. There is another option which is called merge across. The moment you press the merge across, it won't merge the rows, it will only merge the columns because you are merging it across, not entire. So that's how this merge options works. So let's go here. So now what we want to do? We want to merge across, not entire. So we'll select this, let's think of it as a center, and we'll go here and select merge across. So the moment you press merge across, all the columns are merged and we'll align it in the center. That's how it works. The order date is not proper. It is not in a date format. It is in a number format. To make it as a date format like this, we need to select the column first. To select the entire column, there are multiple rows. We can't go like this manually. So to select the entire column, we'll just go to the top of the column and you can see the arrow is facing downwards. So we'll select the column and then we'll go here to the number section and then we'll press on the down arrow. You can see the multiple conversion options. So we'll select short date. The number is converted to the date format. If you want to look at more options, then you can click on the down arrow again and you go to more number formats. When you go to the date format, you can see multiple dates that are there. You can select any of the one that you would like to. Let's select this format as this is same as the table that is already there. Okay, now data is changed to the same format that we have selected and it is matching with the same table data. And another one, shipping cost. If you look at the shipping cost, it is not in a currency format. It is in a normal number format. To change it, likewise, we'll select the entire column and we'll go here. You can see the currency. The moment you click on the down arrow, you can see the currency option. We'll use the Indian rupees. It is converted to the Indian rupees cost. And I don't want to look at the decimals. So let's remove the decimals. To remove the decimals, we'll use this decrease decimal option. Just click on that, it will remove the decimal. You want the decimal, then you can click on this and the increase decimal option, and you can get multiple decimals. How many you want to look at. So for now, we'll remove the decimal values. Then let's convert the discount to the percentage. To convert it to the percentage, we'll select the column in the same manner and we'll go here and we'll click on the percentage style. It automatically converts the decimal values to the percentage. And here you can see unit price. Let's convert the unit price column as well to the account style. English rupees, and we'll remove the decimals. That's how it works. So now I can't look at this entire data like this. I don't know how many rows of data and how many. I want to look at only wholesalers and the retailers separately. So to look at the only wholesalers, we need to filter this data. So if we look at this data, there are wholesalers, customer type, there are wholesalers and the retailers. I want to look at the wholesalers first and the retailers next. So like this, we can't able to look at the wholesalers because there is in between retailers as well. So we need to filter this data. To filter this data, let's select this data range, Control Shift down arrow, and then we'll go to the sort and filter option and filter. Now the filter is applied. So let's go to the filter and customer type, and we will press Control down arrow, or you can manually click with the mouse as well. So let's press Control down arrow, and we can see there are two type of data in this. And let's look at wholesaler. And if you want to look at retailer, then I can click retail and then OK. Like that we can click. If I want to remove the filter, I can come here, sort and filter, and I can clear the filter. So if you go to the discounting, you can see there are multiple values: 0%, 5%, 10%, 15%. So I want to highlight these sales based on the values that they are having. 15% means I have given the highest discount. 0% means I have given the less discount. So based on those values, I want to give the coloring to these cells so that I am able to understand with a glimpse. So to do that, we can't able to do it manually by filtering one by one. It will take a lot of time. So there is another option which is called conditional formatting. To do that, we'll select the cells first and go to the conditional formatting option in the styles. And then we'll go to the color scales. We'll select this. If you can look at it, 0% got the red, but we want the 15% to get the red. Select the cells again and go to the conditional formatting and manage rows. And you can see here we can manage the rows. Edit rule. So lowest value will get the green, and the middle point will get the yellow, and the highest value will get the red. We'll use this red and we'll press OK and then apply and then OK. You can see here the value got changed. 0% for the lowest, second highest got the red, and the highest got the 15. So likewise, we can use the conditional formatting. There are other options as well in conditional formatting. We can explore it more further in the next video. If you want to clear these cell rules, we can click on cell rules. We can clear the rules for the selected cells or the entire sheet as well. We'll clear it for the selected cells. If you want to clear this filter, if you don't want to use it, if you want to clear this filter, we can click on that and we can remove the filters. If you want to quickly format this data into a neat table with borders and with color, then what you can do, you can go to this option format as table. If you click on that, it will show you the multiple tables. Based on your requirement, you can select that whichever the table you would like to give it to your data. I like this design, so I will be selecting this design. It will show you the selecting the data option. I don't want to include this title in this, so what I will do, I will quickly remove it and I will select this edge, this corner, and I will control shift right arrow and then down arrow. I will select the whatever the data I want to make it as a table, and I will select my table has a header because my table is having the headers. It will automatically format it as a neat table. So you can go to the top, you can look at it. We already gave the color to this header, that's why the color is not visible. The moment you clear the color, to clear the color, cell color, you can come here and no fill, and you can come here and give white. So the advantage of the table is if you go down, it will automatically display the column header on the top. So that's the advantage of the table. And for example, you want to enter some data here, it automatically takes the table format. So it automatically takes the table format and create the table header. So that's the advantage of the tables. There are many other advantages as well. So if you click on the table, you can clearly see some table designs. We look at these options more further in the next videos. Name your table here. So to name the table product, don't use spaces. You can use underscore. Say product sales data. Likewise, you can name your table. There is an advantage of naming this table when we are using formulas. We'll explain you more further in this. Like that, you can create your table. If you want to format any cells, you can come here on the cell styles. There are multiple cell styles that are available here. You can format it using this as well. So for example, this is our header. You can come here and select any header. So like that, we'll select this one for our product title, for your table title. So we can see here the table title and the table is not having the space. It is merging with the data. So to create a space between them both, we need to add the row in between. To add the row, we'll come to the insert option here and I will say insert sheet rows. It automatically inserted a row in between. Now you can see clearly the distinguish between the data and the table title. We'll change the cell style to something like this. So now it's proper. We'll increase the size. That's how it is. If you want to insert a column, just select the column. You need to select column like this to select the entire column, and then we'll go to insert and it will say insert sheet column. It is now the rows is disabled because we selected the column. Now, for example, I am here and I will go to insert. Now it will display the both options. So you can select insert column or insert rows. I will select insert column. It automatically inserted the column. That's how it works. For example, I don't want to display the delivery date. To delete the delivery date, we select the column If you want to delete the column and you go to the delete option, it will display delete sheet columns. How many columns you are selected, those columns will be deleted. Same as the insert option, the deletion option also works in the same format. For example, if our data is like this, there is no uniform column width and the row height in the table. So to make it uniform, we need to manually adjust it one by one till we get the proper height. Like this, we won't be able to understand how much is a row height and how much is a column width. To make it properly, what we can do, we can select this, how many rows we want to adjust. We select these many rows. Then we'll go to the format option and row height. We can fix some row height for the entire table. Let's make it 13. The entire row height of the selected range become 13. Entire row height of this, we'll select again the entire table. To make it uniform, we'll select the entire table and go to the format and click on row height. We'll make it 13. The entire row height become 13. Now the column width is not uniform. We'll go to the format and we'll fix some. We'll make it 15. So we had made it 15. But here you can see the return doesn't need that much of the column width because it doesn't have that much of the data. And here also discount doesn't need that much of the column width because it doesn't have that much of the data. Because we have make it uniform, the entire data become spread out and we are not able to squeeze it. So the moment we squeeze it, the data which needs the space is not having the space. So it is not uniform. It can be vary depending on the data that we have on that particular cells or the columns. So to make it properly, we will use auto fit column width. The moment we press the auto fit column width, if we can remove the filters, because of the filters it is like that. The moment we remove the filter and we'll select it again, go to the format and auto fit column width. See, it fitted till the border to border, fitted based on the data. Here it has a space because it needs some column width. So everything is fitted properly. If you look at the discount, if you look at the return, everything is fitted properly. See, that's how we use this option. We can use the same option for the rows height as well, but I typically don't use rows. I mostly use the column width option. So if you want to hide or unhide some of the columns, for example, you don't want to look at the regional manager, order date, like that, you can go to the format and you can hide the columns. If you want to unhide it, you can select this. You need to select these two columns because in the middle will be the rows that we want to unhide. Go to the format and hide, and we press unhide columns. It will unhide. There is another option in format. You are having the multiple sheets. By default, they are white. It doesn't have any other color shade. So if you want to color it, go to the format and go to the tab color, and then you can select whichever the option you want to give. For example, I want to make it as a violet. So they got some violet shade. The moment you unpress it, you can see the violet color. You want to copy paste the same sheet. So what you can do, you can go here and you can click on create a copy for this sheet. You can click on the OK, it will copy the same sheet. So it is creating the copy. The data is very large. See if you can see the sheet is copied exactly. If you are having some another workbook, let's create some another. So now I am having another Excel workbook. So if I want to move this workbook to that Excel workbook, So what I will do, I will go to the format and move and copy the sheet, and to book, I will select the book one which I created. Then I will say OK. Now the sheet one will move to the book one that I have created right away. So now it is moved. It is not visible for us. In the book one, you can see it is moved to book one. So let's close this. We don't need it. So let's go to the this tab. So there is another option called protect sheet. If you click on that, it will say password to unprotect the sheet. You can give any password, and you can what are the things that you want to protect. You can click on that and you can give the password, and it will automatically log that thing. So you can log the specific cell also. There is another option called AutoSum. It doesn't do that much of that. It is just a formula. You can enter it manually also. You don't need to go to that option. You just is equal to sum, and you drag down and select these digits, and it automatically shows you what is the sum. Mean, average, count, mean, all these things you can do it using the formula also. You don't need to go to that option. So, and the moment you select the columns, you can look at the bottom. It will show you average, count, sum, and all these things. So most of the people doesn't use this option at all. Some other people maybe require it and they may use it. So let's look at the fill option. For example, you want to fill this whatever is on the top to the selected area. You go to the fill and select fill down. It will select whatever is on the top to the down. You want to fill whatever is on the left to the selected area to the right. You go to the fill and select right. So from the left side of the area, it will fill to the right. For example, you are having the data. For example, you are having the data to the right of the area and you want to fill it to the left. So go to the fill and select left. What if you are having the data at the bottom? So if you're having the at the bottom, you select the range and you go to fill to up. Sorry, you have to select the range. Top and bottom, you need to select that specific area, specific cell that you want to fill it up. Go to the up, you'll fill it up. So apart from this, another option what you can use is, for example, you want to give the serial number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Likewise, you want to give. So select this range and you go to the fill and just press on the series and you press columns and then OK. It automatically give the serial number. There is another option called flash fill. To explain the flash fill, let me quickly know this. So you want to, there is a customer name in this format. You want to divide the initial cost and then customer number like that. So you there is no another. You need to do it manually. It will take a lot of time. And you select the first one that you want to divide, and you go to the fill. On flash fill, it automatically did this one. It is fine. You can copy paste it and do it. So, but to divide the number, you selected this and fill and flash fill. You can see here it automatically divided. Automatically divided the number from this particular series. So that's how the flash fill works. To automatically check the pattern on which you are doing, and it will do it automatically for you. That's how the flash fill works. Want to clear this sales data, you go here and you select it and click on delete. You can do that also, or else you come here and click clear all to clear that also. So like that it works. And there is another option. You want to find east in this. You go here and click on the find option and click on east. You can find next. It will highlight automatically the east. You want to replace east with Kolkata. Replace all, it will automatically the east is replaced and 311 replacements are done. You can control Z to undo that. Automatically east came up. You want to sort it. You want to sort it based on the discount that you have given. So select the range and go to the sort. and click on custom sort, and you select the discount, smallest to the largest, automatically sorted. And you want to give some add-ons, you want to add some kind of extensions or something, you can click on adding, automatically show you the what are the add-ins that are available. You want more add-ons, then you can click on more add-ins. You can select whatever is there in the store. So that's it for the home banner. We look at the insert banner tomorrow. Thank you.